All right, so the next item up for repair is this Nintendo Switch Lite. And I want you guys to just take in the beauty of this piece of equipment. There is something here, and I think it's marker writing, but we're going to flip this thing over. Yeah, dude, that's hilarious. That's the only reason I bought it, is because of that right there. I find that to be the most amusing thing. Dude, why is the game card reader always broken, dude? Anyhow, seller said it doesn't work. Got a crack down there. Let's look at the port. Let's look at the port and see if we can see something. Port looks bent. Dude, what on earth? The meter doesn't even come on. Turn it the other way. Meter doesn't come on. I'm never going to get my money back out of this. But that's all right. I don't care. Well, I don't see liquid damage, so I guess that's a good thing. Port pins look okay. All right, so I don't see any corrosion. Let's see if we got any shorts on the M92. Because my first thought is either the port is damaged or we got shorts on the M92. No short there. No short there. We definitely have a short there. Okay, so let's remove the charging port. So we will remove the charging port and then see, then we'll measure around the M92 again. So we'll use 550 degrees. Let's check and see if M92 is still shorted. Unfortunately, I think it is. Hopefully the CPU cap is not shorted though. It is not, but that's a high resistance. Yeah, this M92 needs to be changed. All right, let's change it. Let's make sure with that chip off that my short is alleviated. And it is. Okay. All right, the chip is in place. All right, so now let me put this back in the case, get a charged battery, or a battery I think is charged, and we will see if it turns on. All right, let's try. All right, so it turns on, goes to the switch. All right, so parental controls are on. That's okay. We can figure out how to do that. So now all we need to do is go ahead and change the port. I want you guys to know. Still am not good at. I end up burning up ports and trying to do it. There is our bad port, and there is our bad M92. So if I plug in the battery, and I plug in the charger, good. Good. Now, before we put that back into the case, do I need to clean anything? So all of that looks good. Hopefully these Joy-Cons are good. I hope. So go ahead and put this back in there. All right, there you have it. It's all done, and it looks way, way better than it did when we started. So, you know what? Did I check Wi-Fi? Yeah, Wi-Fi works. So I got to figure out how to get this parental controls turned off without paying the $1.99 or whatever it costs. Anyhow, that was it for this one. That was a couple of hours of work. Anyhow, y'all be good.